Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be doing the year in review for 2020. So this year has been quite a roller coaster for retail and department stores and department store closures, unfortunately. So the year began, this was pre-coronavirus. So the first thing that we did on the first day, which was January 1st of 2020, was Q&A live stream number 30 and also the countdown to 2020. Next, we went to the Kmart in West Orange, New Jersey at the West Orange Plaza Shopping Center, which will now be a COVID-19 vaccination center for Essex County, thanks to the Essex County executive. So we took a ride on the Schindler escalators, the Schindler MT vandal-resistant elevator, and the Vermaport cart escalators at Kmart in West Orange, New Jersey. Then I took a trip to 410 Broad Avenue, and unfortunately, that elevator was not working. That was in Palisades Park, I believe. Next up, we had the unfortunate announcement of Macy's closing at the Harrisburg Mall in Swatara Township, Pennsylvania, which I unfortunately could not visit given the pandemic when the store did begin its liquidation sales. Up next, we had the announcement of the Macy's store, which was two parts. Macy's closed in Hicksville, New York, in March of 2020, right as everything was beginning to shut down. They were just giving merchandise away at the very end. There is a video that is up about that. And the Macy's in Comac, New York, never opened up again to the public. We'll get into details about that later. So after that, we took a quick trip over to the shops at Riverside in Hackensack, New Jersey, as the Bloomingdale's elevator went from that Westinghouse that was starting to fall apart to a nice new Schindler 6400NA, courtesy of Macy's having a exclusive elevator contract with Schindler. We then took a ride on a Modell elevator at 140 New Jersey State Route 17 North in Paramus, New Jersey. After that, JCPenney announced that they were closing 6 stores, including their only other store in Nassau County at the Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream, New York. This was in regards to JCPenney. We then had Q&A live stream number 31 and Q&A live stream number 32. Up next, we had the Schindler Kone hydraulic elevator in the west wing of the Westfield Garden Estates Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. Also, other places I visited at the shops Riverside was Arhus, Pottery Barn, the Valley Lounge, and the North Parking Deck. Then we called Macy's at Broadway, the only time I ever called them in Hicksville, New York. That was about information regarding liquidation sales. They did not have a final day, but that was information regarding liquidation sales at that Macy's at Broadway Commons Mall in Hicksville, New York. Up next, we had Q&A live stream number 33 and Q&A live stream number 34. Then we had another announcement from Transform Co. They were closing one Kmart store, which was the West Long Branch store, the last Kmart store in the Jersey Shore area. We had the closure of the Kmart at Penn Station, New York City, which that did close at the height of COVID. We also then had the announcement of the closures, first being the Sears and Roebuck store at the Woodbridge Center Mall in Woodbridge, New Jersey, along with the Sears and Roebuck store at the Morristown Mall in Morristown, New Jersey. And then just one day later, it was announced that Transform Co. was also closing the Sears and Roebuck store, the freestanding one in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and also the Livingston Mall store in Livingston, New Jersey, which that is now also expected to become a coronavirus vaccination center, courtesy, once again, of the Essex County executive. Then we had Q&A live stream number 35, talking about the Sears closing updates. Took a quick trip to the Madison, New Jersey Transit Station, and then I had my big mall trip in February, going to the Broadway Commons and visiting the armored traction elevators from the year of 1956, which they were armored traction elevators, very special to ride, and I'm so glad I got to get a final ride on them, as well as the 1956 Peely escalators. Then I went to the food court at Broadway Commons, I went to Round 1 at Broadway Commons, and the IKEA store at Broadway Commons. After those videos were uploaded, it was then announced that Sears and Roebuck, which unfortunately, due to the thing that I'm going to talk about, I was not able to get to this store due to that thing that we're going to talk about. Then I have the Hicksville, Long Island Railroad Station. I did Q&A live stream number 36 with my friend. More elevators at the Hicksville, Long Island Railroad Station. Information on how to deal with security when filming elevators. calling the JCPenney store at the Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream, New York. Talking once again about Eddie Scott Lampert is at it again with Sears. Filming the Kone EcoSpace elevator at It's Sugar at American Dream Meadowlands. Q&A live stream number 38, talking again about bad decisions with Transform Co. and closing their stores. And then I took my final ride on the Westinghouse Kone elevator at the Sears and Roebuck store in March of 2020. So anything that I just talked about was in January and February of 2020. Now this is March of 2020. This was right before COVID-19 hit, so we took a final ride on that Kone Westinghouse at Sears and Roebuck, Livingston Mall, Livingston, New Jersey, along with the escalators. I took a ride on Lord & Taylor, but at the time I did not know this was going to be the final ride, and we'll get into those details a little bit later on. The Schindler 338 hydraulic elevator in the center court of the mall, which unfortunately they have covered up. The Schindler 338 hydraulic elevator at H&M, and the Houghton hydraulic elevator at Bamberger's Macy's. Then I filmed the Schindler RT at the Wyndham, which it's no longer called the Wyndham anymore. I did Q&A live stream number 39. I visited the Otis elevator at the Sears and Roebuck store in New Brunswick, New Jersey, along with filming the Macy's store at Brunswick Square and the JCPenney store at Brunswick Square. The Montgomery Kone escalators were turned off at that Sears, unfortunately. And then we had Modell Sporting Goods file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and announced that they were completely ceasing operation. And, of course, this is when things literally get to take a turn. All the stuff I talked about was pre-COVID, and now we're entering the 2020 phase of the coronavirus. So I had the announcement about canceling Smith Haven. Unfortunately, I really had no choice as New York was becoming the epicenter for the coronavirus pandemic. And then, of course, we had a bunch of coronavirus updates, we had coronavirus update number 1, coronavirus update number 2. Then we had Eddie Lampert wanting fast cash, who was desperate for cash, and Costco bought the logistics company for Sears for $1 billion. Wow, he was that. Yeah, I remember that. So long. It seems so long ago that he did that. But Eddie Lampert is a piece of garbage as the CEO. But we all know he's milking on the real estate still. Q&A live stream number 40, coronavirus update number 3, coronavirus update number 4, Q&A live stream number 41, coronavirus update number 5, coronavirus update number 6, Q&A live stream number 42, Q&A live stream number 43, final ride Montgomery hydraulic elevator, and that was an old video because I unfortunately could not get to that Kmart at Penn Station in time. Important announcement regarding current Sears and Roebuck closures, coronavirus update number 7, the final ride video that was courtesy of Transit USA due to me not being able to get out there, unfortunately. Coronavirus update number 8, we're almost at the top. Q&A live stream number 44. Q&A live stream number 45. Coronavirus update number 9, talking about the decline of the first wave. Also, again, coronavirus update number 10, talking about the decline. Q&A live stream number 46. Coronavirus update number 11, the plateau. Coronavirus update number 12, new statistical data is going in. Coronavirus update number 13, the numbers keep going down. Coronavirus update number 14, questions can still not be answered about that. Coronavirus update number 15, parks and golf courses resume operation. Q&A live stream number 47, coronavirus update number 16, New Jersey schools closed for the rest of the year. Exclusive Lord & Taylor to Liquidation. And then this is where we started getting the big hits regarding retail. So first of all, we had the big announcement about Latote announcing that they would shut down all 38 Lord & Taylors. They would reopen once it was safe to liquidate all the stores. And as we know, that did come to fruition, but it did take some time for that to occur. And if things can not only get worse for the department store industry, we had Nordstrom announce 16 closures. Unfortunately, the Freehold Raceway Mall was one of them. And at the time, in May, I was like, oh man, how am I going to get down to Freehold? And I didn't know. But thankfully, we know what the end of that was, fortunately enough. So in the meantime, I had to distract everybody with this elevator courtesy of Garden State Elevators. And then this is a Q&A live stream number 48 talking about that bad week for department stores. Signing the petition to keep the Nordstrom at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey open. Coronavirus update number 17. Coronavirus update number 18, Q&A live stream number 49, Nordstrom Freehold petition and mall trips update, Q&A live stream number 50, part 1, Q&A live stream number 50, I don't even know why that video is up. Q&A live stream number 50, coronavirus update number 19. This is really coronavirus update number 20. Q&A live stream number 51. Q&A live stream number 52, coronavirus update number 21. JCPenney closing 154 locations due to the coronavirus. Some of those were pushed back, or changed rather. So some weren't closing because they switched it out for some other locations. Q&A live stream number 53, talking about mall trips. Coronavirus update number 21. Coronavirus update number 22 with friend. Coronavirus update number 23, another bad week for retail regarding JCPenney. Q&A live stream number 53, and this was probably the most devastating news this year. The Macy's in Commack at the Commack Plaza in Commack, New York, never opened up again to the public for liquidation. Pretty much what happened in that case was that all the inventory was shipped. So all the inventory at that Macy's in Commack, New York, all of the inventory was shipped from the Commack store to the Smith Haven Mall store, the Walt Whitman shops, and the Westfield South Shore Mall. Coronavirus update number 23, calling Nordstrom at Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 54. Q&A live stream number 55. A 3-year tribute to The Grudge. And this is finally when I was able to finally film another elevator. It was 6 months ago. I finally did not film an elevator again till like June. I didn't film any elevators in April, no elevators in May. So I could not film anything for about probably 2 months. That's probably the longest I went without filming elevators, unfortunately. So, of course, JCPenney closing 13 stores, including Westfield South Shore. Q&A live stream number 56, calling Nordstrom at Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. The final ride on the Dover Classic elevator, JCPenney, Westfield South Shore. Q&A live stream number 57, Burlington Dover hydraulic elevator at JCPenney, Westfield South Shore, Bayshore, New York. And we had even more Sears and Roebuck closures announced. First, we had the Sears and Roebuck store at the Rockaway Town Square announced that they were closing, and they did close on Sunday, September 13th, 2020. And we had another Sears closure in New Jersey, and it was the store in downtown Hackensack, New Jersey. And that store closed on Saturday, September 12th, 2020. And that was due to the Bergen County Blue Laws, which prevents all non-essential retailers from operating on Sundays. The Kone EcoDisc MRL at Macy's at Westfield South Shore. Q&A live stream number 58. Transform Co. closing Sears and Roebuck in downtown Hackensack. The Dick's Sporting Goods Schindler MT, which used to be the Sears at Westfield South Shore. A Q&A live stream number 59, which was a typing chat only. The final ride on the Schindler RT hydraulic elevator at Sears and Roebuck in downtown Hackensack, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 60, and then we got even more depressing news about JCPenney. JCPenney announced a permanent closure of the JCPenney store at the Manhattan Mall, which never opened up again to the public when it closed for the pandemic. It was closed permanently, and the Kings Plaza store did close on Sunday, September 27th, 2020. Q&A live stream number 61, final ride on Schindler escalators at Sears and Roebuck in downtown Hackensack, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 62, final ride on Otis hydraulic elevator, Sears and Roebuck at Rockaway Town Square in Rockaway, Dover, New Jersey. Otis escalator, final ride, Sears and Roebuck. ThyssenKrupp hydraulic elevator at Macy's, Rockaway Town Square. Dover hydraulic elevator at JCPenney, Rockaway Town Square. Montgomery Glass hydraulic elevator at Rockaway Town Square. Q&A live stream number 63, calling the JCPenney store at the Poughkeepsie Galleria in Poughkeepsie, New York. The Schindler 330A at Dick's Sporting Goods at the Rockaway Town Square Mall. Then we rode the National Elevator at 385 Prospect Avenue in Hackensack, New Jersey. Then we rode the Schindler MT at the Macy store at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. Then we had another major closure announcement, and that unfortunately was that the Neiman Marcus store at the Shops at Hudson Yards would close by Saturday, September 12th, 2020, the same time that Sears and Hackensack was closing. Q&A live stream number 65, the Schindler MT hydraulic elevator near the Macy's store at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. Then we went to the Otis Series 1 hydraulic elevator at 25 Prospect Avenue in Hackensack, New Jersey. Then we had the rest of the Freehold, and this is big because I was able to get inside that Nordstrom store at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey for the very last time, as the store was holding fixture liquidation sales from Sunday, July 19th, all the way to Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. So it was a 10-day fixture liquidation sale that the public could come inside, and they could look around and buy fixtures from this former Nordstrom store, which ceased operation by August of 2020, and that's when I did my tribute to Nordstrom's at Freehold Raceway, my final one ever. Actually, before that, I did call the store for one last time. Or I did that tribute, and then I called the store. Q&A live stream number 66. The Dover XL hydraulic scenic elevator at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey, and that was modernized in 2019. That was an old Dover Impulse, but it was just a fixture replacement. Then I did call the Nordstrom store at the Freehold Raceway Mall for the final time, the last and final time. I did call that Nordstrom store, and they gave me some very informative information to visit alternative Nordstrom's locations after the Freehold location closed permanently. Troubling signs began at JCPenney as they were getting ready for phase 1 of selling off some of their stores. I filmed the Montgomery Vector hydraulic elevator at the JCPenney store, ironically enough, at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. And then we got an announcement about Lord & Taylor, and that was Lord & Taylor was beginning their liquidation plans, and they were starting off with about 20 of their stores. This is the first of its kind. We've heard about Lord & Taylor. We're going to be hearing a lot more about Lord & Taylor throughout this year in review. Q&A live stream number 67, final ride, and not only is this the final ride on the Schindler MT at the Lord & Taylor at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey, I also got busted by one of the store employees who was not too happy about photography. I filmed the ThyssenKrupp Aurora hydraulic elevator at the LL Bean store right at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey, the Schindler 330A hydraulic elevator at Dick's Sporting Goods at the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 68, the ThyssenKrupp Mad BS hydraulic elevator near AMC at the Shops Riverside in Hackensack, New Jersey. The Westinghouse hydraulic elevator at the Abraham & Straus and Macy store at the Paramus Park Mall in Paramus, New Jersey. The ThyssenKrupp hydraulic elevator at the Bloomingdale's store at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. The Schindler MT hydraulic elevator to the Picnic in the Park at the Paramus Park Mall in Paramus, New Jersey. The final ride on the Schindler escalators at Lord & Taylor, and the final ride at the Schindler MT hydraulic elevator. These videos were both filmed at the Lord & Taylor store that is still liquidating currently as of the day that this video was posted at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. Then I filmed the Schindler 338 at Dick's Sporting Goods at Wayne Town Center in Wayne, New Jersey. The Schindler 3300 Revision A MRL elevator at Bloomingdale's Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey, which used to be the Stearns department store. The Houghton hydraulic elevator, which did get a new motor at the Bamberger's Macy's Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey. Then another elevator at the Mall at Short Hills, which was the Westinghouse hydraulic elevator to mall management and security at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. The Otis Scenic hydraulic elevator near the former Saks Fifth Avenue store, which is now home to Indigo and Crate & Barrel at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. The Q&A live stream number 70, Lord & Taylor increasing their store count from 19 to 24, and I immediately put up Livingston, the Westinghouse escalator, and the elevator immediately after that was announced. The new Schindler 3300 that is in the former Saks space, which takes you up to Industrious at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. The Dover hydraulic elevator in the Lord & Taylor Court at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. The Dover Cronin hydraulic elevator at JCPenney, Wayne Town Center, Wayne, New Jersey. And then this is when I took a vacation down to Wildwood, and I filmed at the following hotels, which was a mix of Otis and a bunch of Dovers and ThyssenKrupps, pretty much. The Schindler RT hydraulic elevator at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey, which is in the 1995 expansion. The Schindler traction elevators at the Nordstrom store at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. The Houghton hydraulic elevator at Bamberger's Macy's at the Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. And the modernized Schindler 338 hydraulic elevator, my bad. This is the Houghton hydraulic elevator at Bamberger's Macy's Livingston Mall, Livingston, New Jersey, and the modernized Schindler 338 hydraulic elevator at Macy's The Mall at Short Hills in Short Hills, Millburn, New Jersey. And now we enter the next phase, which we got the big announcement on Thursday, August 27th, 2020. It was announced that every single Lord & Taylor store, sorry, I meant to move that mouse. It was announced that every single Lord & Taylor store would be going out of business. The whole company, Latote, was beginning liquidation sales with Hilco Merchants to completely liquidate every single Lord & Taylor store and completely ceasing operation of the company. Now, what does a department store liquidating leave for malls? Well, it unfortunately opens up the door for some dead malls in New Jersey, and that's what we're now transitioning to. So the mall that is suffering the most from the Lord & Taylor store closures is none other than the Freehold Raceway Mall in Freehold, New Jersey, along with the Livingston Mall in Livingston, New Jersey. However, the Sears will be pre-purposed as a temporary COVID-19 vaccination center. But Freehold is in some deep crap as of currently. This could change going forward, and Livingston is in deep crap. Rockaway Town Square is in deep crap because they have now lost Sears and now have officially lost Lord & Taylor as of Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. Same does go for the Livingston Mall and the Quaker Bridge Mall, which also is going to be losing its Lord & Taylor at some point next year. Then we have Q&A livestream number 72, modernized service elevator at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. The Schindler 330 hydraulic elevator at Old Navy at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. I did the final ride on the Schindler escalators at Lord & Taylor, located at the Westfield Garden States Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. The final ride on the Schindler MT hydraulic elevator at Lord & Taylor here at the Westfield Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. The Westinghouse traction elevator at Macy's, Westfield Garden States Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. The Westinghouse hydraulic elevator at Abraham & Straus and Macy's at Paramus Park in Paramus, New Jersey. A short, quick clip of the picnic in the park again with the Schindler MT. Final ride on the modernized Kone hydraulic elevator at Lord & Taylor Fashion Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Same thing, final ride on the Kone escalators. And we got a full store tour of that Lord & Taylor at the Fashion Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Saying goodbye to my old SDXC card. Schindler Kone escalators at the Fashion Center in Paramus. Q&A livestream number 73, the Kone EcoDisc MRL elevators that serve the Bed Bath & Beyond, TJ Maxx, and Bye Bye Baby. Same thing with the escalators. Q&A livestream number 75, the Otis hydraulic elevator at the Abraham & Straus and Macy's at Walt Women's Shops in Huntington Station, New York. The final ride on the Schindler MT hydraulic elevator at Lord & Taylor Walt Women's Shops in Huntington Station, New York, which that store is now officially closed as of this video. Final ride Schindler escalators, Lord & Taylor Walt Women's Shops, Huntington Station, New York. The Schindler MT hydraulic elevator, Lord & Taylor at Westfield South Shore in Bay Shore, New York. And on that day I uploaded that video, we got another department store blow, and that was Century 21. So Century 21 on Thursday, September 10th, 2020, announced that all of their 13 remaining locations would close by the end of 2020. So that was the bad news. But there was some silver lining in this because Simon & Brookfield stepped in to save JCPenney. So it does suck that Century 21 went away, but personally, if I had to choose between Century 21 and JCPenney, I'm much happier that JCPenney is saved over Century 21. So we did the final ride on the Burlington Kone elevators at the Lord & Taylor store in Manhasset, New York. Same thing with the escalators and same thing with that entrance elevator. And we did a store tour. The Macy's in Manhasset, which was that beautiful Otis. The full store tour of the Macy's in Manhasset, New York. That is my phone going off. I don't know why my phone's going off. Anyways, so getting back to the rest of the video here. Unfortunately, now it is the final run. At the time it wasn't, but now they made the announcement about Bed Bath & Beyond. So I did do the final ride, technically speaking, at the Schindler MT entrance elevator at Bed Bath & Beyond in Manhasset, New York. The final ride on the Adams hydraulic elevator at Bed Bath & Beyond in Manhasset, New York. I also filmed the Burlington Dover hydraulic freight elevator at JCPenney Westfield South Shore. Question mark hydraulic elevator to track 3 at Secaucus Junction in Secaucus, New Jersey. Then the next mall trip after that was Bridgewater Commons, which included filming the Westinghouse AE hydraulic elevator at Macy's at Bridgewater Commons in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 76. We had another blow with the final Cheeseburger in Paradise Closing, located at the Plaza at Harmon Meadow in Secaucus, New Jersey. Ironically enough, the same township that does hold Secaucus Junction. The ThyssenKrupp Oil hydraulic elevators at the Bridgewater Commons Mall in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Then the Otis Series 1 hydraulic elevator at 452 Old Hook Road in Westwood, New Jersey. Then the Dover Oil hydraulic elevator at the Bridgewater Commons parking deck in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 77. The Schindler RT hydraulic elevator at 440 Old Hook Road in Westwood, New Jersey. The final ride on the Westinghouse Kone escalators at Lord & Taylor at Bridgewater Commons in Bridgewater, New Jersey. A final store tour of that Lord & Taylor at Bridgewater Commons. And the Westinghouse hydraulic elevator at Lord & Taylor at Bridgewater Commons. Then I did both of the elevators at the Westmont, New Jersey Transit Station in Woodridge, New Jersey. Then the Westinghouse AE hydraulic elevator at the Bloomingdale's store at the Bridgewater Commons Mall in Bridgewater, New Jersey, which pretty much means I've been to all 4 Bloomingdale stores in the state of New Jersey as of that day. I did it all in the same year. This is the first time that I've been to all 4 Bloomingdale stores in the state of New Jersey in the same year. It's a pretty incredible accomplishment. Then the Garden State hydraulic elevators at both the eastbound and the westbound platform at the Somers, New Jersey Transit Station, the last accessible New Jersey Transit Station on the Raritan Valley line before the final stop. Then I did the Schindler 338 hydraulic elevator at Creighton-Bale, the Village of Bridgewater Commons in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Then, thanks to my friend John O'Connor, I was able to get a 21-minute video of the store tour of the Lord & Taylor store in Scarsdale, New York, which is the sister store to the one in Manhasset, New York. The only difference between the two is one is in Nassau County and the other is in Westchester County. Morristown Mall in Morristown, New Jersey is in some serious trouble of becoming a dead mall because of the anchor losses. Phillipsburg Mall history and update. Burlington Center Mall history. Ledgewood Mall history. Combining some clips to make a decent video of the ThyssenKrupp hydraulic elevator at Macy's at Rockaway Town Square. The ThyssenKrupp elevator at Marshall's, the Outlets at Bergentown Center. ThyssenKrupp hydraulic elevator to Parking Lot L at the Outlets at Bergentown Center. Taking a final ride on the Houghton traction elevator at Century 21 at the Outlets of Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Same thing with the final run on the Kone EcoDisc MRO elevator, the entrance elevator, rather. The Kone escalators at Century 21, final ride 2 at the Outlets of Bergentown Center. More information regarding Lord & Taylor's liquidation. Filming the 338 at Garage GE4 at the Outlets of Bergentown Center. Filming the ThyssenKrupp to Burlington. Going over why the shops at Nanuet is in some serious trouble of becoming a dead mall. The ThyssenKrupp Scenic Hydraulic Elevator at Old Navy Outlet, the Outlets at Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Century 21 entering Phase 1 of liquidation. Lord & Taylor entering Phase 2 of liquidation. The ThyssenKrupp Elevator at Burlington, the Outlets at Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. The Schindler 338 Hydraulic Elevator at H&M, the Outlets at Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. The ThyssenKrupp Roped Hydraulic Elevator to Lincoln Technical Institute at the Outlets at Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Century 21 never opening up to the public at the American Dream Meadowlands Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey due to the unfortunate, infamous COVID-19 pandemic, which is very unfortunate about that store. It will never open to the public, and I believe they've turned the lights off in that store. The final ride on the Schindler escalators at Century 21 in Morristown, New Jersey. The final ride at the Cisco traction elevator at Century 21 in Morristown, New Jersey. This is the only other Century 21 in the state of New Jersey to have an elevator. The ThyssenKrupp hydraulic elevator at G1, the Outlets of Bergentown Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Same thing, G2, G3. Q&A live stream number 78. The announcement that Target is signing a 40-year lease at the Cross County Shopping Center in Yonkers, New York, in the former first 2 levels of that Sears and Roebuck store, which used to be the John Wanamaker's building. Q&A live stream 78.5. The Hydro-fitted Zard American Dream Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust looking towards Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The Otis escalators at the Meyer Brothers department store / the Burlington store, located at Wayne Town Center in Wayne, New Jersey. The Otis hydraulic elevator at the Meyer Brothers store, Burlington, which used to be the Burlington at the Burlington, and then Otis just ruined the thing. Q&A live stream. I need to drink some water, guys. Q&A live stream number 78. The final ride of the elevator at the Westinghouse. Final ride Westinghouse hydraulic elevator, Lord & Taylor, Rockaway Town Square, Rockaway, Dover, New Jersey, which this was the sister elevator to the one at Bridgewater Commons. The store tour as well. Escalators are not up as of yet, but they will be going up at some point in 2021. Then we did the Fujitec elevators at Court A, Court B, and Court C at American Dream Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 80, the Dover Oil Hydraulic Elevator at the Lord & Taylor Court, Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey. The Schindler MC Hydraulic Elevator at Lord & Taylor, Willowbrook Mall, Wayne, New Jersey, without I Hate Escalators. There was one with and without. This video is without. The Schindler 330A Hydraulic Elevator at Old Navy at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. Deciding if I should go to Lord & Taylor in downtown Westfield, New Jersey. BJ's Wholesale Club is a possible replacement for the former Sears and Roebuck store at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. A potential final run on Dave & Buster's because they are on financial ground thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. Q&A live stream number 81. Otis Hydraulic Elevator to Morton's The Steakhouse at the Shops at Riverside in Hackensack, New Jersey. ThyssenKrupp Mad BS Elevator near AMC at the Shops at Riverside in Hackensack, New Jersey. The turned off ThyssenKrupp Endura that would take you down to valet parking, but that is closed off due to the pandemic. ThyssenKrupp Endura Elevator at the Shops Riverside in Hackensack, New Jersey, and then I visited the Sheridan, which was a very nice presentation. Even the service elevator was a nice presentation. The Otis Traction Elevators at the Sheridan Crossroads in Mahwah, New Jersey. The Westinghouse AE Traction Service Elevators at the Sheridan Hotel in Mahwah, New Jersey. Westinghouse AE Hydraulic Elevator at the Crossroads Sheridan Parking Deck in Mahwah, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 82. Lord & Taylor entering Phase 3 of their liquidation, and Century 21 entering Phase 2. The D Court, which was that court that I missed, so I did go back and I now have all the courts, Court A, Court B, Court C, and Court D. The October 2020 Halloween update, Q&A live stream number 82, Otis Series 1 Hydraulic Elevator at 333 Old Hook Road in Westwood, New Jersey. The Otis Lexan Hydraulic Elevator at the Macy's Bambergers store at the Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 83, the Dover Oil Hydraulic Elevator at JCPenney at the Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 84 and Q&A live stream number 84 continued. Then we had the announcement of the last Sears and Roebuck store closing at the Gallery of White Plains in White Plains, New York, which is expected to close next year, giving inaccurate information about why the Sears store was supposed to close at the mall, which it was inaccurate information, and we know that. Final run on the Montgomery Vector Hydraulic Elevator, Lord & Taylor, Quaker Bridge Mall, Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Same thing with the escalators. Q&A live stream number 85. The going out of business final store tour of the Lord & Taylor store at the Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 86. My friend provided me a little bit of a quick snippet of a store tour. There's going to be something coming on a little bit later on next year of a final store tour of the Lord & Taylor in Bala-Cynwyd, Pennsylvania. Century 21 liquidation update number 3 as they were going into Phase 3. And Lord & Taylor liquidation update number 3 as they were going into Phase 4 of their liquidation sales. Final run on the Dover Oil Hydraulic Elevator at Sears and Roebuck at Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, as I was not able to get back there in time to see that Sears back in 2018. Store closing and kicked out for filming Sears in Hackensack. Yeah, that was a nice interaction with the... I bet he was a representative from the liquidators. That's still unfortunate that the guy got kicked out, though. But it shows you how much of Eddie Lampert hires his goons. Reducing content due to increase of COVID cases across the United States, which is still in effect as of the day that this video is posted. Century 21 department store final liquidation update with all stores closing on Sunday, December 6, 2020. Again, there was one exception to this rule for the Century 21 at Bergen Town Center in Paramus, New Jersey, as that store closed on Saturday, December 5th, 2020, because of the thing called the Bergen County Blue Laws, which does prevent all non-essential retailers from operating on Sundays. Then we have Happy Thanksgiving Eve and the Q&A live stream number 87. Happy Thanksgiving from Chris Cronin. The Lord & Taylor liquidation update number 4. The Sadia Group LLC did acquire Lord & Taylor and will continue to operate as an online business only. The Dover Oil Hydraulic Elevators at the Home Depot parking deck in Secaucus, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 88. Q&A live stream number 89. Deciding if I should go to Sears and White Plains, which I'm still kind of deciding on. Final run on the Kone entrance escalators of Century 21, the Alice Bergen Town Center in Paramus, New Jersey. The final run on the Haunted Traction elevator, as I got a much better video of it the second time around. A final look at the Century 21 store at the Alice Bergen Town Center in Paramus, New Jersey, as it did cease operation on December 5th because of the Bergen County Blue Laws. And all Century 21 stores did cease operation on Sunday, December 6th, 2020, with the exception, obviously, with the Bergen Town Center one. JCPenney's retail and operating assets to exit bankruptcy, which is absolutely huge, and I'm so glad that they did. Speculating if Century 21 would make a comeback as an online retailer or making a comeback down the road once people are vaccinated with the COVID-19 vaccine. Q&A live stream number 90, Q&A live stream number 91, and Q&A live stream number 92. About a week ago, it was announced a week ago from when this video was posted, or about a week ago when this video is posted, it was announced that Lord & Taylor would begin phase 1 of their closings, which they did add one more of Illinois, that both Illinois stores did close permanently on Tuesday, by the way. Urban Edge Properties negotiating to buy the Sunrise Mall, which is currently owned by the Westfield Group, which they might turn the mall around. The Schindler 3300 MRL elevator at the Forever 21 store at the Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 93, a proposal for the former Century 21 space at Bergen Town Center in Paramus, New Jersey. Q&A live stream number 94, which was the night before Christmas. Bed Bath & Beyond making an announcement about closing their store in Manhasset, New York in February of 2021. The Burlington Burwalk Oil Hydraulic Elevator at 57 Union Place in Summit, New Jersey. Merry Christmas from me. Lord & Taylor beginning phase 1 on Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. Q&A live stream number 95. And finally, Hilco Merchants closed 18 out of the 38 Lord & Taylor stores as of Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. And one more thing just to wrap up this whole year. The CEO of JCPenney is stepping down. And that, my friends, is 2020. The absolute worst year for department stores. Whether upscale or low scale, this was a horrific year for department stores. Pre-COVID, it was bad, and during COVID, which we are still in, by the way, is bad. We have lost so many department stores. 16 Nordstroms, I would say almost 200 JCPenney stores. We're still losing Sears stores. Macy's closed a whole bunch of stores earlier this year. And with the way the holidays look, 2021 is going to be another bad year for department stores. Because if we're seeing bad stuff now, we're going to see a lot more of this in 2021. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this year in review. Any thoughts on what store you lost this year, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.